welcome to another episode of Geeky Discovery, a show where we share and discuss our geeky passions with you and each other on a fortnightly basis. I'm Kim.
And I'm Tracy. First up, we have some geeky news. Mythbusters has a new show with Carrie, Tori, and Grant, which, they're the builders of Mythbusters, the show. So no Jamie and no Adam, sorry.
Yeah. It's exciting. I like those guys. I kind of felt bad for them when they got
Canceled, right?
dumped in the last season.
Yeah.
For who knows really why. But I'm glad that they're coming back with their own show.
Yeah. So their show is called White Rabbit Project, and it premieres on December 9th. And it's only on Netflix, as well as a few other shows, because Netflix is rockin'.
Yeah, Bill Nye's coming back in 2017 with his show called Bill Nye Saves the World.
That sounds amazing.
It does.
I can't wait to watch it.
I'm sure that pisses off a lot of people.
Yeah. And then also Luke Cage, of course, from Jessica Jones. He has his own show. It premieres on September 30th, which is my cat's cat mitzvah. She's turning 13.
Nice. Oh, Jax.
She's so cute.
I think she's got to be our Instagram picture today.
Yeah. Well, maybe on the 30th.
There you go. Look out for that. Also this week, Apple had their big iPhone announcement of the year. Most of it was already in rumor, but it was just confirmed, like no headphone jack in this new upcoming phone, but that allows it to be waterproof, which is kind of cool. Also, the bigger size phone, the 7 Plus, will have a dual camera that will have some cool features, like an actual optical zoom on one of the cameras, so you can actually zoom in properly without just cropping out the picture, which is kind of nice. But I think what people are actually kind of more excited for, and weirdly enough, is the games that are coming. Pokemon Go is going to come to the Apple Watch, and there'll be a new Mario Run game for the phone.
So, no headphone jack. Does that mean that they're going to have like a Bluetooth sort of thing?
So there are what they call Airpods that you'll be able to purchase separately that will be, I don't think they're Bluetooth. I think they're just wireless. They make their own wireless connectivity between the phones. So hopefully that means that they're airline compliant, because Bluetooth is not. But there will also be the regular headphones, but with a lightning plug, so that they don't need the headphone jack anymore. I'm sure there'll be an adapter for other headphones, because that's what annoys people the most when Apple changes things.
It's true.
It ruins everyone's lives.
It kind of does, because then you can't just have one device that does everything. You have to buy like all these separate things to go with other devices.
It's true, but that is how the future progresses. Someone has to be the first one to do it.
It is, but if you keep changing it, then how do you have like a universal thing?
Yeah, otherwise we'd still be using floppy disks if that were the case. There have been far better improvements since then.
Don't knock the floppy disk.
Apparently the headphone jack has been around for like 40 years or something crazy, so it's had its time. It's not like everything's getting rid of it. Again, there will be an adapter. We all live.
It's okay. I don't think I'll miss it.
No,
much.
I'm not going to get the phone anyways. At least not right now.
So also today is very special because today happened 50 years ago. What was it?
Star Trek aired for the first time.
Yeah, it aired for the
Thus,
first time.
Facebook told me by changing the like buttons, and I thought, well, what's going on here?
They really did.
Yeah, they did.
Didn't even notice.
You didn't even. Oh, that just shows how sad I am that I use Facebook so often. I think it's only on the computer. My phone didn't change. But yeah, on the computer it had the Spock hand as one of them, and a couple others.
Well, that's fancy.
Yeah. You should go and try it before it's gone.
I should.
Let's see. Also, in video game news, this one I was ecstatic about. The game Stardew Valley is now on the Mac, which came out actually for PC a couple months ago, and everyone freaked out about it because it's awesome. It's basically a Harvest Moon farming game, if you're a fan of those, which I was as a kid and still am, I suppose. And it was a guy basically that built it all himself. He coded everything, you know, all in his spare time, and he released it, and it just became this out of nowhere success. But I wasn't able to play it because I didn't have Windows to run it. So now it's on Mac, and I'm super excited. So that's on Steam if anyone is interested in that one.
I was just about to ask if it was on Steam.
Exactly.
I'm getting my Steam on.
Yeah.
I've just been downloading stuff.
I know. I have two, and I don't know why because I never play them.
No, I play them too much. It's such a distraction.
I just need more time. Oh, jobs.
Yeah. So J.K. Rowling also came out with 3 new, not Harry Potter books, but Harry Potter World, like Wizarding World books about Hogwarts. They're called Hogwarts, An Incomplete and Unreliable Guide, Short Stories from Hogwarts, Heroism, Hardship, and Dangerous Hobbies, and then Hogwarts of Power, Politics, and Pesky Poltergeists. That's really hard to say. So some people were a little upset because it's not fully written by J.K. Rowling. It's written by the Pottermore staff, and you can find all the information basically on Pottermore. So there's some tidbits in there, but people were like, why am I paying for this when the information is free on Pottermore? But
then don't buy it. No one is forcing you to.
But it seems really neat. It's a cool little, you know, it's a series and it's a compilation, and it just seems really neat, actually.
Yeah. But it sounds like it's similar to Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. That was more like an encyclopedic kind of book, which they've somehow made a movie out of, which I'm still very excited for.
Yeah,
because I really like Eddie Redmayne, but
I'm just more interested in how they do it.
Yeah, because I don't really know what the story is, because, again, the book was not a story. It was just a bunch of beasts.
I just know it takes place in New York.
Yeah.
And
he goes into a suitcase that's like a TARDIS because it's bigger on the inside. That is all I know.
Okay. So we have a new segment, and it's called, that's a pending title, Cool Chick of the Week.
Yeah, the segment is not called News Segment.
No. No. But it's, you know, we're going to talk about some influential women.
Exactly. Cool chicks, as it were.
Yeah.
So our first cool chick that we're going to be highlighting is Emily Grassley of The Brain Scoop. She started the YouTube show at University of Montana as a student while she was volunteering at the Philip L. Wright Zoological Museum, which is a natural history museum full of lots of taxidermied animals and things. Even though she was an art major, she decided that this was really cool and that a lot more people needed to know about it, and also her own discovery in actually learning how to taxidermy, so to get people to learn more. The Philip Museum eventually discovered her, picked her up, and offered her a job here in Chicago, and she has been doing the Brain Scoop from there ever since. Really stressing STEM fields, especially for young children and young girls, and trying to spread the knowledge, as it were, to everybody. So you can find her on YouTube, and again, just YouTube The Brain Scoop, and she's got tons of stuff on there, all really good stuff. She's incredibly articulate, words that I cannot even pronounce, she says flawlessly. So that is why she is this week's Cool Chick of the Week. Go check her out.
Cool.
And now, show and tell.
So your challenge was to watch the Doctor Who movie.
Yes, it was. We just watched it today together.
Yes, we did. So why don't you give a rundown of what it was basically about?
So this is the 8th Doctor, and in terms of the show, it is the only actual live action piece of his story. All the rest of his stories are in book form or audio recordings. So in terms of, I guess, the canon storyline, this is all we get of his, which is kind of sad. And I'll explain more later why that is. But basically the story is The doctor before him, Sylvester McCoy, number 7, gets shot while he just lands on Earth after, I guess, the TARDIS's kind of emergency landing, and he is sent directly to the hospital. And during heart surgery, which no one seems to question